From The Matrix to Enter the Dragon, the 10 greatest martial arts movies of all time. Eastern martial arts are in many ways the pinnacle of single human combat due to their graceful movements, brutal strikes, and acrobatics. The discipline spawned an entire genre of filmmaking that found favor with audiences the world over throughout the course of the 20th century. Many practitioners of Eastern martial arts managed to cross over from films made in their native languages and countries to the big-budget endeavors of mainstream Hollywood cinema. And who doesn't want to see someone take on dozens of opponents and beat them to a pulp with their bare hands? On this train of thought, from The Matrix to Enter the Dragon, here are 10 greatest martial arts movies of all time. Number 10. The Matrix. This film obviously needs no introduction, as its combination of cyberpunk science fiction and reality-defying martial arts thrilled audiences at the end of the millennium. The scenes where Neo learns of the laws of the Matrix, as well as his combat training, serve as an introduction to the often chaotic and frantic action sequences that punctuate its sequels. Although this film isn't as action-heavy as its successors, there are more than enough scenes to fulfill any viewer's hunger for over-the-top hand-to-hand combat. Number 9. Kill Bill Volume 1. Filled with the excessive violence and gore that Quentin Tarantino's films are now known for, the story follows the bride who, after having her fiancé and wedding guests murdered on the day of her wedding, embarks on a bloody path to gain vengeance. The film pays tribute to earlier films in the genre in terms of its narrative style, over-the-top action sequences, and character archetypes, while simultaneously reinventing and carving out a niche of its own. Number 8. Once Upon a Time in China. The film that launched Jet Li into the world of Hollywood martial arts films is based on the life of Wong Fei-hung, a master martial artist, healer, and folk hero who had been portrayed numerous times by other famed martial artists in film over the course of the 20th century. Set in the 19th century, Li steals the show with a brilliant performance, combining his chops as an actor as well as his grace and deadly proficiency as a practitioner of unarmed combat. The film depicts the handover of Chinese sovereignty from colonial powers to the indigenous people, making the imperialist invaders out to be antagonists. Number 7. Seven Samurai. This landmark black and white Japanese film by famed director Akira Kurosawa follows a seasoned samurai as he enlists the help of 6 others from his discipline in order to help protect his village from the threat of bandits. It has inspired a huge number of reinterpretations and was one of the first Japanese films to gain prominence in the Western world. Number 6. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Ang Lee's timeless martial arts epic tells the story of 2 warriors on a quest to retrieve a magical jade sword. Starring Chow Yun-fat and Michelle Yeoh, the film is memorable for its deliberate disregard for gravity, as characters routinely jump and levitate to ridiculous heights during action sequences, with mid-air fights seeming almost normal by the end of its runtime. It also made use of slow motion back when it was considered innovative and had not yet been abused to the extreme. The film features a romantic subplot as well, which was unusual for martial arts films at the time, further adding to its uniqueness. Number 5. Ip Man. This historical dramatization of the life of Bruce Lee's mentor is regarded in high esteem for its beautiful depiction of the art of Wing Chun and its intricate action sequences. Moreover, the film also gives the audience a glimpse of life in southern China in the 1930s, depicting the country's diverse and complex social and economic climate at the time. Donnie Yen plays the main role with a soft-spoken grace that switches to unhinged savagery when the fight sequences kick in. Number 4. Ong Bak. Tony Jaa plays Ting, a peaceful villager who is sent on a quest to Bangkok in order to retrieve an ancient Buddha statue named Ong Bak. Jaa displays his incredible proficiency in the art of Muay Thai, with inventive choreography in the hand-to-hand combat sequences. The film is also praised for its chase scenes. The film launched Jaa as the next big thing in martial arts, introduced the world to Muay Thai, and spawned 2 more sequels. Number 3. Enter the Dragon. Hollywood's first formal outing into the world of martial arts, this film is in many ways a showcase for one of the most celebrated martial artists in cinema at the absolute peak of his powers. Unfortunately for Bruce Lee, the film was released after his death, supposedly as a result of a reaction to painkillers. He moves with ease and grace, thoroughly outwitting and outmatching his opponents every step of the way, providing viewers with a real spectacle in the field of fight choreography. The film went on to become one of the most successful films of 1973 and spawned an entire wave of martial arts mania in Western cinema. Number 2, The Karate Kid. This 1980s blockbuster and a personal favorite of mine from my childhood developed a cult following in the wake of its release, spawning multiple sequels and a remake in 2010. The story follows Ralph Macchio in the iconic role of Daniel's son, as he moves to Los Angeles with his mother from New Jersey. He soon finds himself the subject of bullying by his peers that practice karate at the local dojo, when Mr. Miyagi steps in to teach him how to defend himself. The film was lauded for its action sequences and emotional depth, tugging at the heartstrings of those of us that love a good underdog story. Number 1, Police Story. Returning to Hong Kong from his foray into the world of Hollywood, a bitterly disappointed Jackie Chan decided to take matters into his own hands. He co-wrote and directed this tale of redemption that featured a disgraced cop that is forced to go undercover and clear his name after being framed for the murder of his colleague by a crime lord. This film includes some absolutely ludicrous stunts and hand-to-hand combat, leaving Jackie Chan with multiple injuries after refusing to use a stunt double for the majority of filming. The resulting product spawned a further 4 films in the franchise that pioneered his style of brilliantly chaotic fight choreography and humor. From The Matrix to Enter the Dragon, this was our list of the 10 greatest martial arts movies of all time. Do you agree? Do you have any movies that you would have rather put on the list? Let us know in the comments down below. Go ahead, give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe.